So there's a lot of people who are thinking about playing a low D whistle, and I thought I might try and give them some advice, young or old, or in between, about approaching any musical instrument. You want to make it as easy and as comfortable for yourself as possible. So if you're thinking about low D, you need to think about whistle first of all, and the best way to think about whistle is a penny whistle. It's so much easier to learn fundamentals on than going straight onto a low D, because you have to learn not only how to cover holes, but how to cover holes with piper's grip. Otherwise, unless you've got hands like Goliath, you'll never do fingertips. Someone will prove me wrong there. Anyway, the best thing you can do if you're thinking about learning a low whistle, because that's what's caught your eye and I really like the sound. I started many years ago playing a penny whistle, just a simple penny whistle. It taught me the fundamentals of learning how to blow something. I'm a guitar player and had been for many years before I picked up a whistle. So I had musicality, but I had no idea about blowing anything or move my fingers around on 6 holes. So it was an interesting experiment for me to. And in those days, you can get low whistles, or I didn't know that they even existed. I started on a Chinese front-blown 5-hole one round the back flute to get the sound that I was hearing from Davy Spillane. That's a long time ago. So to make that sound, I tried to simulate it on a Chinese kind of piece of bamboo, which I still have and can still play, and it's very nice, but it's not a low whistle. So what I had to do is I started on a penny whistle. I went on to trying to create the sound on a Chinese flute, and then I came back to the whistle. By then I'd actually found a low D, which was a Howard, which sort of made a very honky noise, and it wasn't very well in tune, so I couldn't play along with the things that I wanted to play along with. The rest of it's history, but the idea is that I learned all the fundamentals on a high D. It wasn't a Cesarto. I wish it had been, because these are now just the best thing you could possibly ever want to learn whistle on, because they're consistent and they don't have foibles and funny little twerks and tweaks that you have to learn to get the best out of them. It just works. Simple as that, works. So I would suggest anybody who wants to learn a low D, go and get yourself a Cesarto and learn the fundamentals. Now, the first fundamental is you've got to put it in your mouth. So you find somewhere comfortable and you just put one finger on, and you don't blow like you're blowing the lid off a pot. You're looking for a note, just that note. Left hand, first finger. Now I'm putting a bit of a t. It gives it a crisp edge rather than a, which is boring. So you're actually taking control of the note right from the very beginning. So you can have a little play. One note, not difficult, but you're teaching your mouth actually how to express the air. And if you're clever, start using your tongue straight away, because there's so many tunes that you have to go. So good to start on the very first note, go. And you can learn, while you're learning how to play the instrument, you can actually learn what they call tonguing, right from the word go. Then you want to cover the second hole. Have fun with it. Loads of fun. Starts getting a bit tricky when you get the third finger on there. Now you heard something there, you heard music. It slipped in there. Now I didn't mean that, but we can look at music. So you're covering 3 holes. You're having your fun. Then you're thinking, okay, I've got to cover the third one. So let's just walk it down. Walk it up. With a t, t. Have fun with it. Ah, sorry, music slipped in there. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we got notes. We got musicality happening. In comes the other hand. Oh my God! Now you know what you're doing. Most people, because most people are right-handed. We're looking for number 4. Now we're thinking, okay, I've got to cover the holes so they get nice and clean sound. We're not looking for. Because that will just upset everybody. So go into a cupboard and sit there. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so I can move on. Go out, watch a bit more of this. My favourite note on any whistle is 4 down. It's one of those. I didn't mean to do that, sorry. There's something nice about that transition. It's kind of coming from under. Jesus, you're playing the whistle. No. You also think about the breathing. You're going to have to train your lungs. So what I did when I first started, I thought, okay, I want to sustain things, because I was hearing these long notes from Davis playing, woo, and it would just last forever. I think, how does he do that? So, first finger. Control, tongue. Right, I've got good lungs. You're going to have to train yourself to do that. I don't know how long that was, but it was boring, and sorry about that. But it just goes to show that you need to get lung capacity. So if you can learn to blow really long notes and blow from the belly, don't pull your lungs up like that, because you won't get long notes. And you think you want to go. Without falling off the cliff. You don't want to do that. You want to have the power behind it. So learn it now. Now's the time to get stuck into learning how to breathe, learning how to cover holes. 4. It's just a repeat of the other lot. Tongue in. Moving the fingers about. We got there, 6. Finally got there. Getting that bottom note closed properly means you're covering all of the holes correctly. And that's what we're looking to do. Get the breathing nice, get the music smooth. Then you can come up. Get that far. Have some fun. Practicing your tongue-in skills. Get your breathing so you can go. I've done that one. So I hope for all you budding low D players, get yourself a Sasato, I'm not getting any money from them. They're just great whistles and readily available just about anywhere. So you want a Sasato D, just like that one. This is tunable, you don't have to have tunable. And get yourself working on the fundamentals of what playing a low D is. It's a whistle. You have to understand that. So off you go, have fun, and we'll look at the upper register tomorrow, probably after my ride. So see you later, guys.